Okay, next up. Elemental Lord. Elementsaber. I have never seen or heard of any of these cards before. This is entirely new to me. Wonder how old this game is. Well, let's find out. The Warriors of the Six Elemental Lords. The world is comprised of 6 elements: earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness, and also divine, but we don't talk about that one because there's only a couple monsters in there. The elements were brought to earth by 6 elemental lords. The world is at peace as long as the 6 elements are in equilibrium. However, when that balance is disturbed, the the elemental lords appear. When the elemental lords' physical forms have increased in density enough to be seen by humans, disaster occurs. Look at this guy's face down here. The elemental lords have appeared numerous times, causing natural disasters throughout the world. The ancients built temples to calm these recurring natural disasters. People prayed continually, but the elemental lords did not possess the capacity to answer those prayers. However, the people's desperate prayers would be answered miraculously after hundreds of years. Another power that had nothing to do with the elemental lords may have taken pity on them. The elemental lords chose a handful of humans. They were called the Elementsaber. They served the elemental lords and maintained the order of the elements. Okay. Sounds like a good setup to a Suikoden game or something. I don't know. Okay, tutorial time. Elementsaber monsters have effects that allow their attributes to be changed while they are in the graveyard. While you have 5 Elementsaber monsters in the graveyard, you can use each of their effects to fulfill the special summon conditions for the mighty elemental lords. Okay, which is to have 5 monsters of the same attribute in your graveyard. That seems like a lot of setup. 5 monsters of the same attribute to get the maximum power? That's a lot. Alright, we've got the field spell, the Palace of the Elemental Lords. All monsters you control gain attack and defense equal to the number of different attributes in your graveyard. And you can also add one from deck to hand, but you skip the battle phase even if the card leaves the field. Wow, that's a lot of setup. And then finally, if an Elementsaber monster in your hand or field would send a card from the hand to the graveyard to activate in fact, you can send that many Elementsaber monsters from the deck to the graveyard instead. Okay, so that's how you bin a bunch of stuff. The field spell seems really important. Alright, so they want us to add this guy. You can send 2 other monsters from your hand to the graveyard to special summon it. But because we have the field spell up, we can send them from the deck instead. And then we can also apply these effects depending on the original attributes of any Elementsaber monster sent to graveyard to activate this card's effect. Original elements, alright. So it's build your own boss monster, more or less. So we can send like 2 of these and we can get indestructible by battle effects and untargetable and all that. We're sending water and what, 2 water? Depending on the attribute of the Elementsabers in the graveyard, this guy activates different effects, yeah. Yeah, so we've got 2 waters in the graveyard. Okay, so for the purpose of the tutorial, they want us to change it. So if we declare Earth, for example, Now that we've declared Earth, we have the effects of no, that's original. So it's only for the attack boost here, I think. It's a little unclear. Okay. But I guess I kind of see the idea. You wanna bin a bunch of stuff, and you get boosts based on what you bin, and all that, etc., etc. Okay. Okay, let's check out the loner. This is a lot of text. Okay, I guess it's not a theme that uses the extra deck. Looking at it. Must be an old theme then. And you know what, let's just hop in and try it from there. How hard could it be? See, the opponent's playing without an extra deck as well. I'm sure we'll do just fine. Okay, they normal summoned one monster. And then they sent 2 monsters to the graveyard. And that was it. That's all they did. No quick effects in the graveyard either. Alright. We'll just extract, banish 6, draw 2. Then we can activate the feud spell. Oh, I should have lightning stormed away their monster first. Never mind. Skip the battle phase of the next turn. Special summon from your hand by having exactly 5 water monsters in your graveyard. Exactly 5 random monsters in your graveyard. I see. I see. So we need to find a way to bin 5. That's a lot. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get to 5 all the way right away. But we can get the big guy and then make him indestructible and untargetable. Okay. So use this effect and bin 2 monsters. I think they all share the same effect at the end, so it doesn't really matter what we send for the purposes of the elements in the graveyard. It's pretty big, so I think we just want cannot be destroyed, can't be targeted by effects. We don't care about battle as much. So we can send a water and a dark or water and light. We'll bin water, bin water, and bin light, I guess. We'll special summon this guy. We can also summon one and bin another to add a card back to hand. I don't think that's too important. It's a matter of we want to get a little more extra damage. Alright. We won't get a battle phase next turn anyway, so you know. We did have some quick effect interaction though. Wait, there's no once per turn on these cards. Oh, that's wacky. I could have just played another one. Okay, that's fine. In any case, all my Elementsaber and Element Lord monsters are now indestructible by effect and untargetable. You can still be killed by battle, but that's about it. Let's see how that turns out. Nothing. Okay. No battle phase this turn, but that's fine. To summon, we have 2 in the grave. And we'll just have some quick Man, that battle phase locked is actually slightly annoying, but I think we can afford to stall this one turn. Because we have a spell negate. Tributing for Elementsaber. Okay, never mind, he killed it. That's all, huh? We have 1, 2, 3 in the graveyard. And with this, we will have number 4 and 5. Okay, but each of them can only change the element once per turn, so we have light, earth, water, okay, wind and fire will do it here, I think. Or dark. Water, earth, wind. Water, earth, light, wind. And dark. Okay. And then now we can change this onto water. Declare water. Declare water. Declare water. And now you can special summon the Elemental Lord face up and discard 2 cards from their hand. So many hoops to jump through just to get this. But you know, I wanted to try it at least once. It seems kind of like inconsistent, I guess. I mean, you need a couple turns to get it off. And it's exactly 5 too. If you dump too many, and then you have to control how many of each type you have in there and all that. The Elementsaber now protects the temples, which pilgrims no longer visit. And day to day they manage the elements that comprise the world to not flare out of control. Let's say for example the element of fire flares up. The Elementsaber would enhance the power of the water element. It would rain throughout the land, extinguishing the flames. When one element gets out of hand, the forces of the opposite element are increased, restoring balance. The Elementsabers inherit only a fraction of the Elemental Lord's authority and cannot exercise all their power. Nor should that power make them feel as if they are gods. The avatars must engage in moderation. They use the ability to command, train, and do right. Training never ends for the Elementsabers. We should make an RPG game about them, or something. Okay. Challenge duels. Use creature swap along with giant red and other monsters deposit earth monsters in the graveyard. Okay. So we're trying to summon Grand Soil, apparently? creature swap though? What kind of wacky puzzle are they giving us? Alright. Card sent from the hand to graveyard, you can special summon it. I don't think we have combo here. I can get one spell negate if I throw this. But other than that, we're not summoning anything else, so... I think we just end up doing this, honestly. That's pretty much all we can do. Now I expect this is gonna be a bit of a more back and forth duel. Send to summon. Alright. Just bounce everything, I guess. Storming Mirror Force. Windsor. Sorry. This is the wind one. We can't use this yet. But I guess we can summon 2 monsters. Including a wind monster. Opponent doesn't have a wind monster. Wind Charmer doesn't do it. Can't get to an Xyz either. Monsters including a winged beast monster. So more can get us to something else, I guess. Otherwise, no. So there's a tuner. We can go for level 6 synchro. Same original type and attribute different names. That doesn't really do it either. You can also do... You can also just swing with this. But alright, I think if we're just trying to out this, we could probably just synchro up. This doesn't do anything much else, yeah, so we just swing with this, I guess. Okay, his face downs don't do anything. I gotta think so much. Alright. So we can tribute this as well if we absolutely need to. I guess we don't care about that. Well, there's one thing we can work with. Skip the next battle things. Do I actually care about that at the moment, actually? We could just go for beatdown, honestly. At this point, right? Special summon an Elementsaber with different attributes. Okay. Got a Book of Moon effect here, I guess. I think we just crash. Okay then. The opponent, the AI has decided to go minus for no real reason. And they're bricked. Icarus attack? No. I mean, I'm fairly certain I just get one more monster. And then we can kill. I mean, he doesn't have anything else. It's not triggering anything. Really? We didn't even do any puzzle gimmicks or anything. We just engaged in good old-fashioned beatdown. This was 4-star difficulty? Maybe the opponent bricked. I don't know. We'll just ignore it. But one more challenge one. This one's focused on water monsters. Alright. This one, the opponent is going to try and hand rip us. Sure. Sure. I did see that effect on the water guy. He does hand rip. But like, okay. You can pay 500 life points, add a volcanic shell from your deck to your hand. Card must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. What? We can link it off by Almirage. We're on fire, huh? We're all on fire only, okay. So I guess we grab you. And then we'll rota for the Elementsaber. Send 2 of the monsters from your hand to the graveyard to special this from your hand. But we can also, using this, send you and you. I want to put as many cards in the field as possible, I guess, right? Wait, I should have sent the volcanic shell, I guess. We sent wind and fire, so cannot be disrupted by battle, can be disrupted by attack. It's still targetable though, so yeah, that's about it. So that monster's original attack. Volcanic shell inflict for 500, I mean sure. Tribute a monster special with an Elementsaber with different attribute. Alright, so we can also use that off of volcanic shell, I guess. Utah the Fire Charmer. It will be until end of this turn, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, we'll pass on that. If he hand rips the Malo, it's whatever. And then we'll just chain here, Elemental Training. Not yet. We can activate the effect as and when. Well, we're also doing this. I guess I'll do this now. Tribute that. Then we'll special out. I should have done this earlier actually, we needed to pop that, right? Once per turn, if an Elementsaber. Oh, this one only works on your turn. Let's see. It's not a quick effect. I'm locked out of battle this turn anyway, so not that big a deal. I think we just need big boys. Let me see. I think we just do that next turn. Yeah. We'll have to set up for an OTK. We can't attack this turn, but neither can he. We're still doing it. Shuffling 2, draw 3. The Rota. The battle phase luck with these decks is kind of interesting, you know, can't really do anything. Alright. The battle phase skip is if we add. Just send that one, yeah. And then we'll add back you. We need to have exactly 5 fire monsters in our graveyard. As of right now, we have 1, 2, 3. So we need to change two more of them. You will become fire. And you will become fire. And we can now special summon. You can target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. The one we want to get rid of is the quick effect Pokemon. But it doesn't matter anymore because yeah, we both have the protections. Okay. there anything else we can do here? I think we just go swing. We're playing hand rip trap cards now, that's fun. Can't be destroyed by battle. Ah, right. It's okay, we'll still be doing damage. Wait, who did he target? Mallow, okay. It's on monster. I see, I see. I mean, I guess we just kind of wait, right? We do have other options back here, but if my hand is empty, it's not like he can... it's not like he can hand rip me if my hand is empty, right? Plus he also... I'm also pretty sure he can't destroy my stuff. Like, he's not cracking my board. No, this is a weird one. He used the effect again, so... I think we just need to get bigger. Okay, Hita for Persephone Fires. No fires, so can't Hita. This is surprisingly annoying. I'll just go battle phase first, I guess. I'm gonna slowly chip away. It's not, I mean... It's not like he can get over my board either. This AI is just kind of stalling on this. Terraforming for another palace? Okay, it's doing some stuff. I mean, genuinely, I don't know what the CPU is doing. They're kind of just spinning their wheels. Divine. That one's gonna get popped, I guess. If you skip the battle phase of your next turn. Alright. Distribute that to burn, I guess. Cut a little bit of damage off. Volcanic counter. Well, my battle phase's turn is skipped, so this will be the next turn's battle phase being skipped. Alright. I can send one to draw one. For another one. Okay. I'll just summon it. Battle phase will be skipped, so yeah. It's fine. If the AI is stupid and attempts to attack into this, we'll burn them as well. They have frogs in rotation, but okay. They can't get over my big boy. And I mean, they're kinda just not doing anything. And honestly, if we just keep it up this way, we could just end up milling them. Yeah, I guess I'll just try and swing. I don't think he has any more monsters to send off of the quick effect. This CPU is acting wacky. Wearing his elemental training again as well. Alright. I'm just gonna do beatdown then. Yeah? Nothing. Shuffle your opponent's attack position monsters into the deck. Alright, Drowning Mirror Force, that's pretty annoying. Okay then. Let's see. Attribute that. Then a special summon, we've only got one guy left, but we'll put him in defense. You know, we still got one big guy. What else is he gonna do? More battle traps? Another one. Alright. I'll just flip my self face down to keep it for next turn. I'm being very funny about this. All this stalling. Alright, 2000 attack monster. Just that blazing. Alright. This is gonna become very funny, but if we take battle damage, yeah, we can banish the other one, burn for a bit. Burn for 600. This is getting very silly. Okay. I mean, sure. Blazing Mirror Force resolves without effect. He's gonna deck out before me, to be honest, at this point. No monsters? Yeah? If I draw... Because I still do have monsters. You shuffle them back into the deck, so I'll draw them eventually. I'm just declaring all the elements for some reason. I don't know why they're doing that. Just to summon a Deep Frog? Sure. Well, I found the Elemental Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many fire monsters do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, that's one. Alright. So change one of them into something other than fire. Yeah, now we can special summon it. Pop that. Burn. Then I don't think he can stop this. La-di-da. Explosion. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that one. Kind of I guess it was quite a bit more old school. But the CPU definitely felt like they were just spinning their wheels a bunch. Oh well.